Hey, it's Amy from the Mindful Soul Center. Buonasera, bonjour, bine ai venite, hello, ciao, hey, yo, welcome. I want you to know that every Wednesday you can practice yoga live with the Mindful Soul Center virtually. Want more info? Shoot me an email, hello@themindfulsoulcenter.com. And before we get started, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and give us a thumbs up. You'll get notified when new videos appear. You can also find us on Instagram and Pinterest at The Mindful Soul Center. Visit our website, themindfulsoulcenter.com. Now let's get started. Hi, and welcome to today's practice. I'm glad you're here. Let's start at the top of our mat, okay? So we're going to stand with our feet hip-width distance apart or toes together, whichever is most comfortable for you. And I want you to find a point of balance. So what we're going to do is we're going to lean forward a little bit on our tippy toes, and then we're going to go a little bit towards the right, a little towards our back heels, and a little to the left, lifting our toes up, spreading them wide, and then placing them down. Okay. Let's take our hands, they're at our heart right now, and then let's place them extended alongside of our body, fingers wide, palms facing forward. Now, let's inhale our arms all the way up, and exhale, floating all the way down. Inhale for a half lift, looking forward. Exhale down. Inhale once again for a half lift. Exhale down. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale down. I want you to step back your right foot and your left foot. And then I want you to roll forward, knees, chest and chin, lowering down. Your elbows are close to your body. You're going to inhale for cobra. And then exhale your head down. Let's inhale for cobra once again. Hands are on the mat. Exhale your head down. Now the third time as we inhale for cobra, let's lift our hands off the mat. And exhale your head down. Tuck your toes. You can either go through your knees or you can press straight up to plank and then push back to downward dog. Let's take a few breaths here. Let's get comfortable. Our feet are hip-width distance apart. Your heels can be down on the ground, or if they don't make it, that's fine. You can bend your knees if you'd like. Slightly, we're making a reverse triangle. You can roll forward on your toes if you want, and you can pedal your feet out. Now let's roll forward. The eyes of our elbows are facing forward, knees down, chest and chin. Lifting up our cobra, this time lifting up your hands, head down. We're going to go right into, I'm going to just move back a little bit. We're going to go right into the locust pose. So in the locust pose, in this variation, we're going to first start with our hands alongside our body, palms facing towards our hips and thighs, and our feet are pressed down. The tops of our feet are pressed into the mat. Our head is down, our forehead down, looking down towards our mat. And then with the next inhale, we're going to just lift half of our body up. We're going to lift the front portion. So inhale up and exhale down. Inhale your chest up and exhale down. Let's inhale the chest up once again And our fingertips are pointing to the back. And let's hold it. Now you're going to breathe in and out. Don't forget to breathe. Lower your head down. Okay. This time around, we're going to do the lower half of our body. So in this case, I'm actually going to ask you to still keep your hands alongside your body. You can still push your fingers backwards. You're going to keep your forehead on the ground. And then we're going to inhale and lifting our legs up. And exhale down. Inhale, lifting our legs up. And exhale down. Inhaling up and holding it. Continue to breathe naturally. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Hold it. And release with an exhale. This time we will be doing both the chest and the feet up. So on the next inhale, I want you to lift both the chest and the feet up. Inhale up. Shoulder blades together. Exhale down. Inhale, lifting up. Toes are pointed. Exhale down. Inhale up. Fingers reaching back. And let's hold it for a few breaths. And exhale down. Let's place our hands underneath our shoulders and let's push up on our knees to tabletop pose. Let's take our right hand and we're going to inhale our arm all the way up, twisting our body to the side. And we're going to thread this arm through between our thigh and our hand, placing our ear down on the mat and extending our left arm forward. Or you can keep your left arm, your left hand below your shoulder. Breathing in and out through your nose. Let's take our left hand back underneath our shoulder. If it's not there already, we're going to push up. And we're going to unwind our arm, reaching up, looking up, and then placing it down next to our left hand. Let's do the other side. So we're going to lift our left arm up, reaching up, looking up, threading this arm through, ear down to the mat, extending your right arm, or keeping your palm next to your face, underneath your shoulder, whichever is most comfortable for you. Just a few minutes, Kiki. Let's take our hand back underneath our shoulder if it's not there already, pushing up, lifting our head, unwinding our arm up, and placing it back down. Let's press up, tucking our toes, pressing back up to downward dog. Now you can either hop, skip, or jump, or walk to the top of your mat. So, legs straight, bend them when you need to, arriving there in a forward fold. Inhale for a half lift, looking forward. Exhale down. Half lift, looking forward. Exhale down. This time we're going to inhale our arms wide all the way up top. Hands together. Exhale our hands to the heart. We're going to do the traditional Surya Namaskar. So let's raise our arms all the way up and float all the way down with an exhale, stepping our right foot back, lowering our knee, untucking our toes, lifting up as inhaling as we look up, tuck our toes, lift our knee, step our left foot back to meet our right. Rolling forward, knees, chest and chin, lowering all the way down. Inhaling for cobra. Exhale your head down, tuck your toes, pushing up, downward dog. Let's take our left leg and put it right up top to the top of our mat. We're lowering our right knee down, untucking our toes, inhaling as we look up, tuck our toes, push up, and then use some momentum as we push up to meet our left foot. Inhaling, rising all the way up, arms wide up top, hands at our heart. Inhale up, exhale, floating all the way down. Left foot back, lower your knee down, untuck your toes, inhale looking up, tuck your toes, step your right foot back to meet your left. Rolling forward, knees, chest and chin, lowering all the way down. Inhale for cobra. Exhale your head down, tuck your toes, pushing up. As we now step our right foot up to the top of the mat, lowering our left knee down, untucking our toes, inhaling as we look up, tuck our toes, and using the momentum to push our leg forward. Slowly rise all the way up, hands up top, hands at your heart. Inhale up, exhaling as you float all the way down. Right foot back, knee down, untuck your toes. Inhaling, looking up, tuck your toes as you exhale and step your left foot back. Rolling forward, knees, chest and chin, we lower down. Inhaling for cobra. Exhale, pushing back up. Our hips up. Now, let's take our left leg forward. Lower our right knee down, untucking our toes. Inhaling as we look up. Tuck our toes, lift up, and step up to the front of your mat. Slowly roll all the way up, arms wide, hands at your heart. Inhale up, exhale as you float down. Step your left foot back, lowering your knee down, untucking your toes. Inhaling as you look up, tuck your toes, push up your knee, step your right foot back to meet your left. Rolling forward, knees, chest and chin as we lower down. Inhaling for cobra, exhale, pushing up. Hips up to the sky. Let's take our right leg forward, left knee down, untucking toes, looking up as we inhale, tucking our toes, lifting our knee, and then pushing up our left foot to meet our right. Inhaling deeply, we rise up, arms up top, hands at our heart. Okay, now we're going to do a couple of warrior moves. So let's inhale our arms all the way up, exhaling all the way down, and let's step it right back to downward dog. Let's lift our right leg up and take our knee to our nose with an exhale. Let's kick it back up and our knee to our right elbow and then back up again. Inhaling deeply. Exhale. We're going to take our foot and put it up to the top of the mat. You can use your hand to help you if you need to. Okay, we're going to turn our back foot on an angle. So it'll be 45 or 90 or 30 degrees, whichever works for you. And it'll change as you go. Now we're going to slowly, we can use our hands on our knee. We just simply lift our arms all the way up. If that's too challenging, you can just put your hands on your hips. Shoulder blades together behind you. Thumbs towards the back wall. Arms along your ears. Knee over your ankle. Your back leg is as straight as can be. Now let's open up by taking our left arm back behind us, turning our body as we open to Warrior Two. We're touching our shoulder blades behind us, extending our front and back arms as if we're being pulled in opposite directions. And we want to make sure that our thigh from our bent leg is not flopping inward and that our knee is over our ankle. Long, deep breaths. Now flip your right palm. I want you to inhale and reverse your warrior as you lean back. And then we're going to take both hands, still on both sides of the body. We're going to straighten our front leg. We're going to move into triangle pose. So we're pushing our hips back, and then we're going to lower our hand down and lifting our back arm up here. Now, if that is too strenuous, you can certainly put your arm on your hip, and there's a micro bend in your front knee. And it's most important that we're keeping our top shoulder pushed back. So you can just look up, and if your hand is on your thigh or on your ankle, it's okay, wherever it lands. We just don't want to flop into the pose. We're rolling our shoulder back and looking up towards the sky, and if that's too strenuous on your neck, you can look forward. Now slowly rise up. Whoopsie. Okay. Bend your knee. Take your right palm again. Reverse your warrior. And then take both hands down around the front foot, turning the left toes forward. Stepping your right foot back to downward dog. Vinyasa is optional, so you can roll forward or you can skip this part. Knees, chest and chin. Now if you want to try it, you can go for upward dog, lifting your hips up off the ground, inhaling deeply, and exhaling back to downward dog. Let's lift up our left leg with a deep inhale, taking our knee to our nose with an exhale, pushing back up, then to our left arm, we're taking our knee, inhaling back up, third time in between, and you can use your hands if you need to bring your foot up to the front of the mat. We're turning our right foot on an angle, and we're going to reach our arms forward, lifting up, or you can put your hands on your knees and push up. Knee over ankle, arms alongside your ears, fingers wide, thumbs towards the back wall. And again, if it's too strenuous to have your hands up, you can have your hands on your hips or in prayer position in front of your heart. Now let's open this up to Warrior Two. So now our shoulder blades are reaching towards one another. We're feeling the pull, the energy shooting from our front fingers, shooting to the back. Our eyes are focused on our middle fingers in the front. Flipping your palm, reversing your warrior, and then we're going to come back, arms to the center. We're going to straighten the front leg, and if you need to, you can shorten the distance a bit. And we're taking our hips back, lowering down. You can keep your hand on your hip, but our shoulder is pushing back, and we're raising our arm. If that's comfortable for you, you can raise your arm. We're not flopping into this. So it doesn't matter. We don't necessarily, eventually our hands will go down to the ground, but mainly we want to be conscious of our movement. So place your arm wherever it lands, and as you warm up even, you may get further. But our shoulder is back, and hand is either on the hip or straight up. Eyes are looking towards the sky, or if it's too much on your neck, look forward. Now, I want you to slowly rise up. We're extending our left hand forward, bending our knee, reversing our hand back, and then we're going to take both arms down around the front foot, and we're going to step our left foot back to meet our right, and then we're going to roll forward for vinyasa, knees, chest and chin lowering all the way down, inhaling for cobra or upward dog, exhaling our hips up high to downward dog. Okay, let us lower our knees down. Let's take our right knee down on an angle behind our wrist, our left knee behind our wrist, crossing our legs if that's comfortable for you. Or if you need to get down a different way, that's okay. But then we can sit back on our butts, extending our legs forward. Back is straight, tummy is tucked in, hands are straight down, feet are flexed, and we are in staff pose or dandasana, which is this is a very active pose. Taking a few breaths here and release. Now, let's lower down onto the mat slowly. And our arms are alongside our body. Our feet are close to our buttocks. And then we're going to push our hands into the mat, and we're going to lift our butt and our lower back off the mat, tucking our shoulder blades underneath for bridge pose. Just take a few breaths here. On the exhale, you can push up further, keeping your knees together or closer together. Sometimes we like to splay them out. And slowly release down. Now I want you to widen your feet a bit and then windshield wiper your legs back and forth. Okay, now take the soles of your feet and place them together and let your knees flop out to the sides. Put one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and breathe deeply. Now take your left knee over to your right. And I want you to push up to a seated position. Okay, so this is a great practice for the morning. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I want you to take a moment now to thank yourself for doing this practice. And then we will close it with an Om. So just close your eyes. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.